When it comes down to it, streamers, like their viewers, have a pretty great job. Streamers and fans alike have the chance to convey their enthusiasm for games and other events on a large scale. It's a terrific opportunity for people to get together and laugh while also learning a little bit about each other and their favorite movies. These streams, unfortunately, can become sour at times. These online personalities occasionally lose their temper, either with each other or with their admirers, and the consequences are almost always disastrous. Welcome to Famous, and in today's video, we shall be talking about streamers who lost it mid-stream. Anyone who has ever played a multiplayer or squad-based game knows how frustrating it is to lose. And yes, there are times when the issue is caused by underperforming teammates. However, if you're streaming to a large audience, it might be smart not to call your colleagues out when you rage quit. Unfortunately, during an Overwatch game, Defront did precisely that, telling his squad that he was sick of working with them through a barrage of expletives. "My team irritates me. I despise you all." He even told one of the members to delete Overwatch and stop playing completely. Defront retired from the Overwatch League earlier that year, which comes as no surprise. If starting bouts like these was supposed to be his way of unwinding, he appears to have chosen the wrong way to do that. Boneclinks stared in shock and despair as his viewer count rapidly plummeted before his eyes, eventually reaching 0 during a live feed. As a Twitch partner, Boneclinks was disappointed not to receive any kind of explanation from the platform, which led to an outright rage directed against Twitch and its policies. On air, he chastised Twitch for its lack of responsiveness, as well as the fact that the lack of spectators was affecting his income. A ban on Boneclinks' channel for utilizing copywritten content in a couple of his videos resulted in the abrupt termination. According to Boneclinks, the takedowns were prompted by the films in question, which featured Ray Parker Jr.'s Ghostbusters and Africa's Toto. The only issue was that they didn't contain those tunes, implying that he had been accused of something he hadn't done. It's incredibly upsetting to be trapped into an exclusive contract with a corporation that doesn't even deem you important enough to respond to, Boneclinks concluded after many attempts to contact Twitch for answers. When British streamer Greekgodx embarked on a rant intended towards SoundCloud, he landed himself into trouble. Greekgodx discovered that the gender options for the music sharing site moved beyond male and female, allowing new members to select "prefer not to say" or "other." This reportedly irritated the streamer, who accused SoundCloud of catering to a population they did not want to be affiliated with. If you put "other," they should say, "Sorry, SoundCloud is not for you. Farewell," the streamer continued in an expletive-filled rant. Greekgodx informed his Twitter followers shortly after this that he had been banned from Twitch for an unknown period of time. This, he claims, was due to his remark about gender, which he described as just a foolish comment and a joke. His words, regardless of their intent, violated Twitch's community guidelines. Though his chats are usually brimming with individuals sharing their opinions on the game at hand, there are times when people prefer to simply watch a live stream without participating. The appropriately called streamer Rage had a full-on tantrum during one of We Happy Few's streams, leaving his viewers startled. Rage became obviously irritated and attacked his audience after making a few comments regarding the lack of interaction in his chat. He talked about how often this happens in between calling them several derogatory names. According to Rage, people merely lingered on the channel for hours at a time, every time, he continued. It appeared to be a sensitive region for him, but this was the tipping point. After this outburst, Rage turned off his broadcast. Hi-Res Studios used to be affiliated with streamer DMBrandon. Following a webcast of the game Smite, during which Brandon screamed at a donor, the situation shifted. This viewer tipped DMBrandon and expressed gratitude for his streaming, noting that they had tried suicide before but that Brandon's streams and Smite had provided them with a good outlet for their stress and worry. Brandon retaliated by calling the viewer a jerk and condemning others who had gone through something similar. Fans and coworkers were shocked by DMBrandon's comments, which came as no surprise. After Reddit users demanded that Hi-Rez hold DMBrandon accountable for his words, the streamer declared that he would leave the platform and no longer would be streaming Smite. He apologized for his statements and begged that Hi-Rez not be held liable for his conduct in a statement to fans. Brandon wrote, "I couldn't believe what I said, because I didn't mean it, and it surely didn't come out the way it did." Hi-Rez also donated a donation to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, which was a remarkable turn of events. BadBunny, a streamer, decided she'd had enough after several streams during which she believed people were just lurking and watching without making any donations. She went after non-subscribers on her channel in a rant that became legendary among her supporters. In an unexpected twist, the blow-up appears to have assisted the streamer's cause in this situation. BadBunny's number of subscribers had increased, and her entire streaming income had doubled, according to reports after the footage of the incident went public. BadBunny had pulled a move like this before, according to creator hype, but it hadn't taken off in the same way. You shouldn't expect it to work every time, because outrage marketing gives diminishing returns. The more you do it, the more people are aware that you do it. True to his name, Trainwrecks went on one of the ugliest rants in Twitch history a few years ago. The broadcaster used a lot of foul language when referring to the female anatomy and made sweeping remarks about female streamers and the people in control of Twitch, all of which led to him being suspended from Twitch for hate speech. "There are wonderful female streamers who give great content," he said shortly after, "and it was not my goal to denigrate them all in any way." Unfortunately, this did not turn out to be the educational experience that some had hoped for. Trainwrecks was banned from Twitch again for identical statements less than a year later. Blondie Wandy stated to her followers after about 2 hours of broadcasting one night that the lack of subscribers was sort of frustrating. One viewer wondered aloud if she was only streaming for the money. She replied that the question was dumb, but further nasty responses in the discussion enraged Blondie Wandy. She criticized her viewers, noting that all of the money she earned from streaming went back into her business due to a variety of equipment costs. She also said a couple of additional things to her viewers that will not be printed here. Needless to say, the answers were not pleasant. That's all we have today. Let us know what you think about our list of YouTubers who lost their cool midstream down in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Famous if you are not already subscribed. Stay safe, and we will see you in the next video.